Okay. So it's probably about 1 in the afternoon. I had a really late night. I was woken up by my mom because supposedly money was taken off her card about $500 or less. Um, and it's funny because now this was after I saved a couple of videos and pictures in my phone about certain things, or evidence or whatever, that I know that these people hacked my phone and they got access to my phone, because of another individual that's supposedly in the target community. And he was mentioning how some TIs stay home and they seem fake and they don't post evidence or anything like that. Um, and since the main people who watch my channel are these certain viewers, or just a person that seems to stay home upstairs above me, and watch everything that I do or whatever, um, and they like using zodiac signs to talk through. So all right, here we go. Um, So, as y'all recall, if there are regular individuals who's watching these videos and not, my game stalkers. Okay. If you recall, I mentioned me being interested in tarot around 2017, mid 2000, summer 2017 and up. Um, so the first person that I watched plenty of them. It wasn't heavily, but it was just like scattered. But the main one that I started watching her consistently. She's a Libra. So that was the first read I started watching back to back. Um, she was pretty cool. Um, now she still seems cool. I mean, I won't take away from her individuality. She's pretty dope. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and trash her just because what she's doing. I know it's stupid, but like I was saying, she's been outed by another reader, but that's neither here or there, because then that reader somehow is intertwined in all this as well. Like, she's not innocent at all. But yeah, she's the first one. Then it's another Libra. This is the second one. This one has more of guess a government job or a more authoritative job. She was the one that made it clear my phone was hacked in 2020 by going live and repeating what I was doing and imitating a video I made on my Snapchat. She was also the one accused by a Leo reader of leaking my Dropbox. But also with that Leo reader, that's neither here or there, because she'll make these accusations towards these individuals and then she'll delete what she has posted. So, but being that that individual did imitate me, um, imitate a dance I did, I will, take that into consideration. That maybe she is the one that leaked my Dropbox, because it was a certain situation that happened around December to probably January with those two Libras. Um, as well as her mentioning a Pisces. I'm not sure if it was a female or male that was trying to follow me or block my path or whatever I was trying to do, because at the time I was looking at apartments and like moving out of my hometown. And she was telling me that I basically should just like leave, get up and leave, and actually move to these places and not use my phone. So like, I don't want to say she's totally horrible, but yeah. Um, and then it leads on to the Gemini. I don't really remember where I started watching this particular Gemini readings. Um, but I do remember that I didn't really fall onto her page until rumors about the Leo started coming up, and then all of a sudden Like after all the readings that she kept on putting out about, oh, you know, spirituality this, spirituality that, how you know these people. She also basically made a video about what other tarot readers are doing. But I've noticed that she's in on it too, because she now recently she'll make videos about what I'm doing in my house, or like she even made a live recently around the same time I made my video the other day. Um, and she's made like indirect comments throughout her videos, but you probably won't see much of that because she's trying to transfer them onto another platform. But yeah, she started disliking me. I don't know when. She's also lives in my state, in the same state as me. Is pretty much a bunch of them. Is one reader. I don't know her particular sign. Um, Last year I was kind of confused because I was thinking they was ganging up on one specific person because of what they said she was doing, but I don't think that she was really doing that. This reader mentioned a person having a ankh necklace, and I was thinking, maybe that was that individual, but I never saw that person in their YouTube channel because this person now have trained changed their niche, I guess you want to say. Um, but yeah, I don't know when that dislike started to happen. That was just pretty random. The second Gemini, she made actually several videos about me. That this happened. That one she made in like 2020. It all started in 2020. Well, probably before then, but when they became more made it more noticeable, it was 2020. It was basically in one of her readings. She was basically talking about a situation that I had, um an encounter I had with this specific male that I used to know, and basically trying to like shade me. um the latest one that she said was about a mafia, and how I guess she said something about Asian mafia to be exact, and how they were going to come through the window and all this, yeah, like dramatic stuff. And the day after I watched that video, I literally have a recording of it. It was two white cars sitting on the side of my building, and then there was two thick ropes hanging on the side of my bedroom windows, outside of my bedroom windows. I don't want to say what floor, but I don't live like anywhere like over here, I don't like I live pretty high up, so like. And no, they weren't cleaning the freaking windows. They never do that in my neighborhood. So yeah, it's one of those. Um, she, that's and that's was I just can't. But after I recorded that video, the ropes disappeared. So that's that. And then there's a Pisces male. This is he was one of those that was on YouTube as well. Well, yeah, on this platform and do readings or whatever. What's funny is that another reader that I was watching just yesterday, it was a live reading, and she was going on about, like New York and specific people, and she mentioned somebody lying and leading somebody into evidence or whatever, and how you lied and all that stuff. Yeah. So back to this Pisces. This is the same one mentioned in the collective reading about two Tauruses and Libras, or two Tauruses with Libras in their chart, or whatever. Which another reader basically just mentioned two twins doing magic on somebody. And this is for the people who actually believe in black magic and witchcraft and all that stuff. If you don't, that's cool. Um, yeah. So that's he mentioned that, and how they was creating fake text messages and all that stuff. And yeah. I'm pretty sure that I wasn't too sure. I could have been out, but I'm pretty sure around May something, um when it was one of those moments where I opened my window and it was like three individuals standing like right outside my building, on the side of my building, and they said something like, "Oh, you better close the window or open, or look, yeah, you looking out the window and all that stuff." And I'm pretty sure around September 2021, it was me and my mom and my niece. Me and my mom was going to pick up my niece from school, and this specific female had followed me to the school. Um, and also, July 2021, I believe the same female, like she was, I don't know, I'm guessing she's friends with people in this building. Like I'm pretty sure this person lives in the same community, is all related to, I guess, probably this one guy. But she literally, like, same time me and my mom, like, me and my mom came from the store, and she was in the same, walking around the same area. Me and my mom walked in the building. Now, mind you, they walked in the building at the same time as us. So, like, I'm pretty sure they left the store. We left the store. They left the store before us, but somehow we ended up in the building at the same time. But yeah, we went. I looked at her. She looked at me. We went into two separate elevators, and that was that. And then the second Libra, made a video about it, and then that was it. But the thing with this is that they go live and they make these videos, and then they delete it. They either make it private, or they just delete it. Or some of them probably just like take their channel down for the time being, or change they channel name. But yeah, back to the Pisces thing. And he basically, just like what the Gemini said, the second Gemini said, she mentioned mob ties and all that stuff, and the Pisces mentioned mob ties in 2020. And he was basically talking about, because I'm a hermit. Like, I stay in my house. I don't really talk to anybody. I stay to myself. Uh, which it seems like I have the right to, since it's people lying on my name and trying to stir up drama in my life and confusion and stuff. So yeah, um, he basically said something about mob ties and how they send in their cars outside waiting, and they know where you live and all that stuff. Which is a funny thing, is because it was another reader or spiritualist on Twitter that mentioned a thing under Taurus, or just like a regular channel message, a collective message, about how these individuals, or she knows where your family stay, where you stay, your sisters and all that stuff. Yeah, she mentioned that. Um, it's like, it's a whole bunch of them now that's in on this or whatever. So far, like, I just noticed it's just back and forth, and they trying to say uh who's doing this and who's doing what, and throwing accusations back and forth and all that stuff. But it's only one tarot reader. She actually is just like, well, everybody knows, everybody's in on it. Simplify it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could have just made that assumption myself by how many people was actually just popping up out the woodworks. It's another Leo that she's she makes a lot of videos. um, it's like a sneak attack. Like, she'll post it and then not, and then like she'll post certain things in her titles, and then like don't post nothing, or her titles on her videos just seem regular, and then it'll just be like one title out of nowhere that seems like it's directed towards someone. Um, Also the Pisces, I'm trying to understand because I got hinted that a lot of people has said that, oh, these individuals don't like what you have said, and that's why they doing all this. But I don't recall any saying anything to them or about them that hasn't already been said by somebody else. For instance, one got mad at me because something dealing with Libras and the zodiac signs, astrology, or whatever. And also, another reader got mad because I recorded a video that I never posted. Mind you, it was still on my phone. I just recorded it. And it was basically saying, basically, because the Pisces male reader, he said that he basically let his collective know that they all just be like, they communicate which sign they're going to be doing today, and how they, basically how they give out their messages, and like, sending group chats and all that stuff. So I don't know how that's my fault that that information got out, and how that's my fault. It's not like I posted any information, I posted anything. But yeah, um not trying to shift the blame or anything. It's just like, okay, but yeah, then after all that happened in 2020, like I like started getting heavily like attacked. It was I just I don't know, like I'm not sure who actually started it. I know that the specific Leo, she had like a specific job where it had to do with technology, but I'm still trying to figure out how did that even come into play, because I don't even know her. But then again, I know specifically that the Gemini that stays in my state, she mentioned in one of her readings that she probably removed, deleted, or transferred to another platform, that basically somebody having the army after them or watching them or whatever, and she tried to say in like a sly or sarcastic remark. But yeah, I don't want to say that's only towards me, but basically after what I just said, I have a post, a text from my sister. So the story goes like this. My sister, my sister probably supposedly was talking to some guy that was in the army. Supposedly she got catfished. Not to add in that when I used to be on social media heavily, I had somebody message me around in 2019, basically saying that they saw me on a dating site, and that they didn't have the site information anymore, but whatever. Um, but she said she got catfished by the specific particular guy, and then all of a sudden they wasn't speaking no more, and then all of a sudden she ended up in another relationship or whatever. So now, after she sent me the guy's photo, and then a day me just, you go on Instagram, you care about your followers and all that stuff, and how your profile look. You go around looking, making sure, motherfuckers are actually following you back. And then, so I went and I was going through the people I was following, all that stuff. And basically the guy my sister said that she supposedly got catfished by, his friend was following me. I don't really recall how long he was following me, but yeah. Um so that's also that. Um I don't really um then I started again. Also, it's about, at this point now, but like I'm just tired of the main people, the main signs. It's about two Sagittariuses. I'm a Sag as well. But yeah, it doesn't matter. But it's two Sagittarius that specifically, one, I don't really recall how I stumbled upon her. Um, their videos is like their videos just pop up out of nowhere, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me watch. this person? Because at first she seen me thinking it's all this stuff is new at the time. I'm like, oh, okay, so these people are just, these other individuals just filled with drama. But no, lo and behold, I ran into another one that was into the situation, and then all of a sudden, she mentioned how everybody knows, and um, then all of a sudden, like, it was certain stop, like it's certain pictures and certain hairstyles or whatever that like it's weird and it sounds like, like, who do you think you are? But it was certain hairstyles and stuff that I was wearing and pictures I had saved on my Mac and my iPhone at the time, and then all I could, like, I was like, in my head I was like, is she copying me, like? And like I was just, and then I mentioned it, and I was like speaking out about my house, around it, about my house and my house and all that stuff. And then she made this message like, oh, I probably did it better and all that stuff. I don't know. Like my last video, I don't understand why everything gotta be competition, why you gotta copy people, and why it's so competitive and all that stuff. But yeah, that happened. And then the other side, she's pretty much older. She mentioned she just all around just picking me apart, from my hair to what I wear to how I look and how I speak and just my day to day life. Um yeah, this this is, that particular one has somebody else out here um basically saying that she scams people. So, that's that's here and there. Um Also, what else can do I remember off the top of my head? Um yeah, but I can't really recall much. Is a lot of them, but those are the main people who's like still still with the shits, I guess. Like, it's not funny, but it's just like, what can you do in a situation? It's crazy. Um, I know it's just something I know is they communicate through like this Leo, like she outed them, but then she delete her stuff, and is weird. It's not only them, it's also other people who practice or who like represent the occult or whatever in any type of way. Like, it was this one time I even went and I was going through my photos, and a specific photo on my Instagram that I had posted, and I was looking at it, and the next day or so the guy had posted the same way, in a sense, and I guess to mock me. I don't really get what this whole campaign or smear is about being on YouTube, or who that I upsetted on YouTube for people to come at me this way. I didn't do anything to y'all, but um I'm kind of going to check this up to somebody that's in my community that also just like infiltrated my family in whatever way. And yeah, so um I feel like I'm getting off track here, but that was pretty much it, because people want me to like prove my evidence. Like at the time when it was more heaven, like when I was heavily getting targeted, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, and I wasn't thinking to like whip out my phone or do anything and record, document anything. Like, 2020, 2021. In 2020, I was getting random people texting me and all that stuff, just like out the blue. I was getting a lot of spam calls. Um, I just like, it was random people was coming up to me, and then that's what happened with the um like my family just kept texting me, oh, how are you? Oh, how are you? How are you? Are you okay? Are you okay? And one thing that I researched is that when people do that in a spiritual sense, that means somebody, like, they trying to check and see their so-called, I guess, their spell or hex or whatever is working. Um, uh, Also after that happened, like anytime, like I'm not sure, like I don't want to sound crazy, but I'm pretty, like I keep on saying, like I'm pretty sure that it's a camera or microphone somewhere in my house or whatever, because every time I go in my bathroom and I go in front of the mirror and I do something in front of the mirror, either I'm washing my face or brushing my teeth or something like that, they make a certain comment about what I'm doing in my bathroom. Also, in 2021, um, I was walking out as it was March 11th or March 12th specifically. I went outside. I went to this park in Brooklyn, and I was by myself. And that's when I was really interested in reading. I went and I was just in the park reading or whatever, just chilling, and it's weird, like some guy. I don't know if this acting or just supposed to be like an intimidation tactic or he was actually real, like a real agent or whatever. But he was wearing like he was looked like a agent. It's either like I want to say Asian, but then I want to say like a little bit Hawaiian, like his the way his features were. But yeah, he had slick back hair and he had a black suit and a black headpiece in his ear, and he was sitting about 5 benches away from me, and he was just sitting there for about like 40 minutes, and then I'm looking over, I'm looking like, okay, like it was like in the time, it was hot, it was getting hot, like the sun where we were sitting at, the sun was beaming, and you wearing this long black coat, and you're just sitting there with black shoes, black coat, a black long coat, and then like with a headpiece in your ear. Like, okay, I get it, we still in a time where it gets cold, but it's beaming right now, and you're just sitting there looking into what's in, and just like, okay, this is weird. And then I picked my head up, and then one day, one moment, he was just like gone, and I'm like, okay. So then the area started getting busy or like crowded, and like I was like, okay, I'm not gonna move. So everybody moves, and then I walked around, and I'm just sitting there looking around, just in front of this lake, and then this lady, this ladies kept on walking past, and then this guy just came up to me asking me for directions. Literally, it's people walking past, but he just came to me. And then I told him I didn't know the directions. I didn't know how to help him. And then he just stood there for me. He's just stood there next to me for like 5 minutes, looking in the same direction as me. And yeah, then he just walked away. Um, and around the same time, around that situation where I came face to face with the girl, a guy with a cell phone. He had dark straight hair, a black mustache, and pretty much like a beard, and he was mm, average height, I guess you would say. Looked like he probably could be Spanish, but whatever. He was pretty fierce. He was fair skinned, and I was walking with my mom to go to this pharmacy, and he just like was standing outside. Like it's a Taco Bell that's literally by our house. So we was walking past the Taco Bell, and he just stopped. Like it's like he was just waiting there for us to pass by. And he walked and he waited, and then he started walking with us, and he pulled out his phone, and he was just sitting there recording me, like bobbing his head up and down or whatever. And I stopped midway. My mom kept walking, and he just kept going. I mean, I know that's how I know that she's in on it as well. But yeah, but she kept walking, and he kept walking, and then I just let him go, and then I kept walking after that. When I was at the beach that year, in 2021 also, um it was June 1st, I believe, and I was with my niece, my mom, my sister and my other niece, and we were in the water. Me and my niece particularly, um, and we were just sitting there, whatever. And it was two girls, and they threw a bottle or whatever. I would say at her, but I don't think it was more directed towards her, just because she was standing next to me. I think it was more so towards me. Um, yeah. Um, I know recently, it was lot in December. Um, I went to the store, and I usually get particular things at this specific deli, but I know now not I can't, or I can't really go to that one. Um, I walked in and I was thinking about what to get, and because of the specific thing I usually get, the girl walked in and she basically instantly like, "Oh, okay, so I think I'm in the mood for a salad." And with this and this, basically listing everything that I usually get. And then I think that I was supposed to, I don't know what response or reaction she was really like trying to get out of me, or I was supposed to like specifically be like. But yeah, I didn't um feel any certain type of way about it. I was just more like concerned that she was next to me talking out loud and she had a mask on. Um, yeah. But yeah, so that that also happened. I know my family is still, and my family has been on it as well. Um, they try to make it seem like they're not, but they are. Recently, when I went to my niece's birthday, my sister's boyfriend mentioned something that I was viewing on my phone. My sister mentioned something that I spoke on the phone with somebody else. Um, I'm pretty. I already know that they're pretty much in a lot of things that's going on with me. I know about the work mobbing that's happening with me as well. Um, uh, I did try mention it to my mom, and she made it seem like she didn't know what I was talking about, but I already know she do knows what I'm talking about. I already know her, my older sister is like that. Um, I keep on getting the thing with my last video, because like I said, they try to hint at whatever I say in my videos or whatever I do by making videos or posting online somewhere. The thing with my last video, what I made when I said about stop telling me about, God and the Bible and spirituality and all stuff. When I say that, I mean that to the people who use that to control people who they feel like is stepping out of line. Um, Especially it be the people who just trying to control people and don't I feel like don't have the right to be telling somebody to step out of line, and you're harassing and stalking people, stalking individuals and doing whatever under the sun. Um, that's all I meant by that. Don't try to like put me in a box or like use a higher power to make it seem like I'm doing something wrong when I'm actually not. What I am doing is addressing the things that I've noticed and what people have been trying to get away with. Um, it's another Pisces female that every time I make a video or I say something, she tries to like mention it or whatever, um, or like just like make her way into the equation somehow. Yeah. Also, it's another reader. I don't know if she's a reader. I don't know if she's spiritualist. I just know that she's within the community. And I know that she's an older woman. I didn't want to say this, but I just like, because I feel like I was tripping again. But I have noticed that I literally saved a specific post on my Instagram the other day, and I went because I wanted to see. I was like, all right, let me go to my her community page, And lo and behold, she has posted several things in the same um, category as what I posted. I don't like I'm 50-50 with this spirituality thing now that from other people that I learned that it's like more technical and more logical. She has mentioned somebody like I like all right one I don't want to say this sounds so cliche so I don't want to use their terms but I have received a download in my dream I guess you want to say and basically how it portrayed it I guess it was more able for me to understand maybe it was I'm feeling like it was more so my situation or it could just been somebody else's situation. I don't know. But what I received in my dream was about a year ago because I write things down. Um, she basically it was me and my ex, and basically it was this older woman, and she insinuated that like basically this lady was online and basically like smearing me and telling me that basically like I don't know, try to make me look out, make me appear as a home wrecker or some type of way. And, um, and like she, like my address and all that stuff, my photo or whatever. And, I noticed that from when I viewed this lady page within the summertime, like when all this drama was going on within this community, I have like did like was just like like what is this? What is this? Who's who's doing what basically? And from when I got her on her page, some of the things that she was saying, I was like, is this like uh indirect? Like, are they? What I feel like they're trying to do is like they're doing this to certain individuals, to certain people, and because I know I don't feel like I'm the only one. If I am, then well, yeah. But I don't feel like I am. Um, that's still going through this. Um, basically, I feel like they make up, they do certain things to individuals, and then they get into arguments with each other to make it seem like they was doing like it's just them doing that to each other. But yeah, I noticed that she made this video's getting long. Several things that she posted within her community page or in her videos, her extensive long videos, was basically what like things that I either dreamt of or I mentioned. Like I believe she even made a post on a community board. She's probably going to delete it after I mentioned this in the video. She made a post about somebody talking about tarot readers or certain people in a certain manner in a private way. Mind you, I feel like that was directed towards me because when I notice certain readers do some certain things indirectly towards me, I will write them in my notes or I'll vent out loud in my home. So yeah, that's that. And then she's basically talking about somebody young and like her significant other or whatever. Um, yeah, all this is basically I don't know trying to make it seem like that I was trying to steal somebody's um, or be with somebody's significant other or do something. And like I said, and I keep on saying, I don't know any of these individuals, but I do know that there's the root of it all is either somebody in my is family or somebody that I was friends with, especially mainly in my community. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have at this point. Um, like I said, you don't have to believe me. You could. It doesn't really matter to me. just noticed that even though you probably hear me speak about what the readers are doing, it's not only the readers that's doing it as well. There are other people within different categories on YouTube or on basically the internet period, because when I go on, it's a targeted thing, I guess. So, but yeah, um, like I've had indirect comments from people who call themselves coaches. I have indirect comments from just people who call themselves evangelists or whatever. It doesn't really matter, and I don't understand the point of it. I don't know these individuals. I didn't try to do anything to them. And it seems like it's a lot of that accusation of going on, of people just coming out saying that some individuals are doing things to them. I came across a post. It's um, a post of a guy mentioning that one of his friends said that he I think I mentioned this in my last video, but a guy said that his friend said that she meditated and that her ancestors told her that he tried to spiritually attack her in some type of way, and then she put a hex out on him, and it backfired because he didn't really do anything. And it's a lot. It's certain individuals that say that, you know, um, some people probably know these things, and they don't want it's like their ego or whatever, don't want to say like, yo, you may be wrong, that person didn't attack you. Why would a person that doesn't know you from this at all attack you? What do they have to gain? um but like I said, it was another person on here. She said that she was getting attacked or whatever, targeted by a tarot reader. It was another woman who says she practices in the cult. She said she was getting targeted by a tarot reader, and every other reader that she went to, it seems like they'll message or they can communicate with each other, and then they'll go along in like a chain format. And I noticed that with the people that I subscribe or I try to connect to in any type of way, because yeah, learning from you. But they'll be ghost women, and then they'll come back, and then they'll be saying something like indirect towards me. But this 42 minutes right now. Like, just sorry. It was also another reader that I'm not sure if she makes readings anymore. She records anymore. She basically outed one of the readers, I guess, because she said that they lied about their zodiac sign. But then a bunch of other tarot readers started jumping on her as usual, per usual, and basically she ended up either her channel got reported, she deleted her channel. But yeah, I remember the one that like tried to intrude herself in everything I say or whatever. She basically insinuated that it's karma. I said, well, I don't want to say karma that way, but she mentioned it being karma, and she said that, oh, it's gonna be over. You're gonna have your friends back, or whatever. But this been going on since what I can remember is 2020. So this isn't karma. This is more of an exploitation thing. This isn't karma. This is just, if it was karma would be like, this and that. No, it's not karma. Going around and getting people to join in on whatever this isn't karma, because I didn't do this to nobody. yeah, this isn't karma. This is just basically a smear campaign. And like I said, I don't know. This started around like like I want to say after March or before, but like I don't know. It was so many fake individuals in my life that I can't really pinpoint. I just know now that it's bigger than what it is, and people are trying to tell me it's based on something I did, but they can't tell me what it is I did. They can only make up stories and lies and try to try to agree upon the same thing so that way it's like one of those things like where a group like like a video I saw where a group of people will decide on one thing, and because this other person is left out, it's supposed to change that individual's mindset into agreeing with what the group goes with. But no, that's that's basically going against myself, and I know I didn't do those things. So yeah, this is pretty much all I had to say. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Gemini that I just stumbled upon last year, she's gonna end up making a video about this, or making us another video about this. I don't understand. It's like a trend. Some people are really like getting hurt from this and really getting stalked and really losing their minds, and you're turning this into aesthetic or like a coaching session. You don't care about these people or about any individual being gang stalked. You just care about being seen. That's all you care about. There are videos, people, and not even only videos. People post online about the things they're going through and all the psychological abuse that they're going through, and you're sitting here posting this for views and to look pretty. Like, um, yeah. But like I said, I'm a go. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long to download. Um, Stay safe, everyone. Every regular, normal individual or targeted individual who comes across this. Like I said, this is just documentation. I'm gonna keep on going because now they're seeing like they're getting angry, and you never know what happens next.